At 5-2, the Carolina Panthers aren't worried about outside distractions like family and trick-or-treaters. They're worried about success. Cam Newton says success is the biggest distraction, but playing here at home and making sure to stay in a routine will be helpful with keeping the team focused.
That's the biggest distraction. It's the biggest distraction. Success is. Because when you're defeated or when you face adversity, that's when you start turning over, every rock, every stone, every pan, every pot, everything, just trying to find a way. But when you're winning and you're succeeding, a lot of things gets brushed up under the rug, and over time you see a big pile under the rug. At the end of the day, we just have to make sure that we're doing everything that has got us to this point and still focusing in on and understanding what our job and our responsibility is. When you get to sleep in the same bed, the same room number, you don't have to necessarily travel. I do love traveling, with the team, but, granted, you get, I think, an extra day to kind of prepare. It's more time to walk through on Saturdays rather than, getting in when we do get in. And then you can't forget just the ambiance of playing in Uptown Charlotte, Da Bank. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I've been looking forward to since I've came here. And seeing the crowd and so many people get so involved, and I know people. We mean so much to so many people, and I understand that. We are one of the few teams that gets the representation of multiple states. And to be honest with you, I love it. I love it, and expect for the crowds to keep getting bigger and bigger, the cheers to keep getting louder and louder, and you can expect the performance to keep getting better and better.
Everyone is talking about the maturity of Cam Newton. Today he had a rest day where he was limited in practice. On Sunday he decided that he didn't want to throw the deep ball. That is all part of a new routine that he says is working smarter, not harder.
The old saying, work smarter, not harder? I'm in a position now where, no rep is gone without getting that rep, whether mentally or physically. You could still be as in it, not necessarily taking the rest, but knowing where you're supposed to go with the football or whatnot, and that's what pretty much I did today.
When you see certain drills that are done, you can see him going through it in his mind, or you can actually see him move his, if this play may call for a certain type of footwork or something, he'll stand back there and practice the footwork. So you do see him doing those things. Every now and then I'll see him, and I'll see him pointing, to, okay, that's the high say, okay. And so he's thinking about what route combination should be run when he's throwing the ball. So he is at that point where I guess you could say he has matured to that point. And again, it's a good thing for him because he's at a point probably where he doesn't need to throw 105 balls a day.
The NFC South has no shortage of dynamic and talented receivers, and James Bradberry and crew will have their hands full again this weekend when they take on Tampa Bay and their number 1 ranked passer offense.
But yeah, definitely. We have guys to match up with Jackson and Dante. I just remember they both DJ. So, and I'm with Mike. I'm a physical guy. I'm trying to get my hands on them as much as possible. So, we have the matchup. It's still going to be a challenge because they're great receivers. So, I feel like we're ready for them, though.
They're top offense in the league in terms of total yards, so we have to be aware. And they have a defense with a lot of playmakers. So we, as a football team, got to be ready to play against a good football team, a talented football team, and can't take anything for granted. And again, we always talk about it on Monday when we watch the previous game. You've got to be honest with yourselves. Did you really play as well as it looked or you think?
Ryan Fitzpatrick caused a stir when he wore Deshaun Jackson's outfit. Now Cam Newton is getting questions about who's going to have the most swag on Sunday. Trust me, Cam's not worried about the drip, but there is one thing he wished that he could duplicate of Fitzpatrick's.
And one thing that I do and that I'm envious of him about, he has one of the healthiest beards, man. It's just, if I had a beard like that, I'm pretty sure my kids would love me a little bit more for especially Chosen because his birthday on Christmas Eve. Probably had like a braid for one, and see, God knew what he was doing when he created me. See, he can't give me all that type of hair and stuff right here, because it'll be special.
Thanks for tuning in to ADS, and we will be back here on Sunday covering all things Carolina Panthers as they face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right here at Bank of America Stadium at 1 o'clock.